How are you closer now? Oh my god. I don't want you to be that close to me. Hi. Hi, YouTube. I'm hoping. Yes, okay, good. I'm looking at the camera. Good morning. I am here to maybe tell you about something that is going to finally work for me. I'm going to cross my fingers. I have some notes here that I made. So, I have been on a thing called intermittent fasting for a week. And it will be a week today, and it's Tuesday, November. Oh my god, I don't even know what day it is. December the 20th. Brain. I have a friggin' headache this morning, so my brain's not working very well. Okay, so let me first start off by saying that intermittent fasting is just a platform in which to help with calorie deficits. I'm going to start off with that disclaimer. Also, I would like to say that I am not a nutritionist and I really have no fucking clue what I'm talking about most of the time. And all of my research is done on the internet. So, whether you take stock in that or not, this is just my experience in using intermittent fasting with a calorie reduction in order to lose weight. So, after week 1, I will tell you that there's a cat and a dog in here, and if I leave them in the other room, they will eat the Christmas tree. So they're in here with me making noises and being annoying. Kitten, 3 months old. Never again. Okay. So, the last time I took some depressing measurements was November the 21st, but nothing really has changed. When I took my measurements a week ago, they were exactly the same. So I started off, let's see. Oh, I forgot to take that measurement this morning. I think it's probably the same anyway. Okay. So I have lost nothing off my boobs, which doesn't shock me because they're never going to seem to ever go back to the way they were when they were nice and a nice full C cup to dream again about a C cup. Yeah. Anyway, maybe, who knows? Maybe this will be the thing to bring my boobs back to a normal fucking size and not some kind of porn star look. Okay, so in a week, I have lost 1.5 inches off the underneath of my boobs, which they're obviously, for a lot of women, there's a lot of fat there. So I've lost 1.5 inches there. I have lost about 1 inch off my waist. I have lost 3 inches off my hips. That's right. That's what I said. 3 inches off my hips. I've lost 1/4 inch off each thigh, and my calves have pretty much stayed the same. Since I lost the 30 pounds in last winter, I guess it was, my calves have pretty much stayed the same. So I think they're actually somewhat normal now, because at one point they were pretty big, and they were somewhat of a moot point in my body shape. My arms also were the same. Now I think my arms have gone from, they're 15 inches right now, and when I started way back when I was like 250 pounds, so that was like 1.5 years ago when I ballooned up, they were at 18.5. I had some pretty big arms, so I'm happy to know that they're coming down, and I don't mind them being 15. I'm hoping that they'll get toned up and maybe become a little smaller, because some things are still really tight in the forearms, so, and that has to do with the size of my arms. So, okay, and then the major point is that for the first time since March, I have lost 3 pounds in a week. In a week, I have lost 3 pounds. So, to further explain intermittent fasting. Now, when people hear the word fasting, they think, oh my god, you're going to starve yourself to death. Now, not so much. And here's some of the research that I have been doing over the last week and a half. So, I'll tell you how this started. So, I really wasn't eating. As you may know, I am not working and have not worked since March, and I'm a bum. And hopefully that will change soon, because I'm getting a little bit pissed off about it, and all I want for Christmas is a job. So there's a movement called lean gains or intermittent fasting, and there's a number of ways that you can do intermittent fasting. So there are some people that only eat once a day, and there are some people that eat between the hours, well, So they have an 8-hour eating window and then they fast for 16. And keep in mind that part of that 16 hours is you're sleeping, so you don't notice that you're not eating anyway. I'm going to murder the kitten. Ah, la la. Okay, so here's how it works from what I have done for research. Your body takes, 72 to 90 hours before it goes into starvation mode. So all the bullshit that you heard about, you need to eat breakfast because your body's going to starve. If you don't eat for a day, you're going to starve. You're going to die. It's going to eat all your muscle. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. There is no concrete research, scientific evidence that proves that your body goes into starvation mode after 24 or 48 hours. It doesn't happen. Here's the thing with intermittent fasting, which is what I've learned over the period of almost 2 weeks, which is nobody makes any money and from intermittent fasting because it doesn't cost anything. You don't have to buy a product, you don't have to buy a book, you don't have to buy into a program. Stop it. It's free. So nobody's going to make any money if you decide that you're going to be an intermittent faster. Nobody's going to make money off of you if you want to do that as a plan in your life to make yourself lose some fat. So why would they promote that when nobody's going to make money off of it, right? It makes sense. Totally makes sense. So research has shown that after 6 to 8 hours without food, I'm going to probably get this word wrong, your glycogen stores are depleted. So I'm hoping I'm using the right word. Glycogen comes from your food. And if you think about it, if you're eating, so the standard norm of you're eating 6 meals a day, your body is never depleted from glycogen because it always has a steady source of fuel. So the glycogen is stored in your fat. It's also stored in your muscle, but it's mostly stored in your fat, and your body converts that to, there's too much glycogen, your body makes it into fat. That's what it does. It stores it because that's where it stores the glycogen. So that's where the energy source is. So that's your bank. Your energy bank is your fat cells. So if you don't give your body a chance to use up the glycogen that you've given it in, say, your breakfast, so I'm going to eat Cheerios and some toast and a glass of milk, and your body only has till lunchtime to burn that up, you're not going to be able to burn that up because that's not 6 to 8 hours from the time that you eat breakfast to the time that you eat lunch. It's like 5. It's not physically, your body cannot handle that. It can't do it. I'm going to try and stop talking so much because I see that my video is already at 7, almost 8 minutes, and that's a really long video for me, and I don't want to ramble on. So anyway, so glycogen is stored in your fat, and your body needs to burn it off in order for you to lose fat cells. Well, you don't lose fat cells. In order to lose fat, to shrink your fat cells. So you need 6 to 8 hours without food before your body starts to eat that fat for fuel. If you are sleeping for 8 hours or more, that's a fast right there. And that's why it's called breath fast, break fast. Excuse me. So if you give your body more time to break down all that fuel, to use up the food, the last food that you ate, and then to go into your reserves, then your body's going to help you burn fat off your body. And a lot of people that I have read about and watched on YouTube say it works too well. Now, the fact that I've lost, 3 inches off my hips in a week is phenomenal for me. Absolute. And the fact that I've lost 3 pounds, and it's my period week. So I'm excited to see what happens to keep going with this. And a lot of things I've read have said that it takes 2 to 3 weeks before you actually get at your maximum. Your body gets used to not eating for 16 hours. And it takes 2 to 3 weeks before you actually reach your maximum fat burning capacity. So you can be damn skippy. I'm going to stick with this because I've never lost 3 pounds. Maybe once when I was doing 21 Day Fix, but I was 100% committed to my nutrition that week, and I did every single workout. So that's the only time I've ever lost 3 pounds in a week. So if I can lose 3 pounds in a week, or even 2 pounds a week, I'm happy with 2 pounds a week, to be honest with you, because that's completely and totally sustainable. So yeah, see, 2 weeks to before. Okay, my notes. So what I'm finding is that the reason this started is because I wasn't really hungry in the morning. So I was having a cup of coffee and I was good to go till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I was getting up at 10, I was having coffee, and I didn't want to eat. I wasn't hungry. So I thought, I wonder if there's any merit to the fact that you don't have to eat in the morning. Is that better for your body? Blah, blah, blah. So, of course, I started digging around on the internet, and that's when I stumbled across intermittent fasting. So, the plan that I'm doing, sorry, we're in 10.5 minutes now. Hurry up, talk faster. The plan that I'm doing is a 16-8. So, what that is I have an 8-hour eating window. I don't want to say feeding window because that's what people call it. And it sounds like I'm livestock. So, there's an 8-hour window that I eat, and then the 16-hour that I don't eat. So I'm trying, the past 2 days have been really bad because I made cookies Christmas evil. Okay, so for the past 3 days I haven't been very good, and I know that my calories have been above what I would like to stick to. So I'm trying to stay within 12 to 1400 calories a day. And I know that sounds really extreme because they say that a woman shouldn't eat less than 1200 calories a day, but I'm finding for the most part I'm not hungry. So I go to bed really late, probably 1 o'clock in the morning, and I find around midnight I get really hungry, but I'm starting to be able to recognize what real hunger is. Like right now I'm getting hungry because I had to wake up earlier than I normally do because I had an appointment this morning. So I'm starting to get hungry and I recognize what real hunger is now, which is interesting because I don't think I really ever knew what it was. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up and I might carry on rambling on about it next week. So yeah, I'm trying to stay between 12 and 1400 calories a day, and I'm using Fit Tracker, maybe. Okay, I'm going to put some links below. Links below. I'm just going to make sure I have said everything in my notes. Yes. So the number one thing to remember, hopefully I didn't forget my point that I was trying to make. The number one thing to remember is intermittent fasting is not, I don't think, so far in my research, I don't think intermittent fasting is what causes you to lose weight. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to do more research on that. I'm trying to figure out if you go a certain amount of time, is your body actually burning more calories than it would just eating in a calorie deficit? I don't know the answer to that. I'm still trying to figure it out. But so far, from what I see, it's all it is a platform. It's a platform in order to control the amount of calories you eat during a day. Because there's no way in hell that if I ate a regular schedule, so I get up at 9 and I eat till, 7, 8 o'clock at night, there's no way in hell that I could stick to a 1200 calorie deficit a day and be happy about it. I would be starving all the time. So this is working for me and I'm going to carry on with it. So this is week 1 and I have seen results. So I'm going to carry on and see what happens in the next coming weeks, and I will definitely come back and update you. And even though it will kill me if I don't have any results next week, I will come back and update you anyway. That's my biggest problem, is not updating you because I don't have anything to share. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to let you know if anything has changed in the next week. So next Tuesday I will be back again to share with you what has happened. Next Tuesday might be Christmas. What day is it today? I don't really know anymore because... No, it's Boxing Day. No, it's not. There's no holiday next Tuesday at all. So, anyway, doesn't like that has any relevance to my life because I'm an unemployed bum. So, anyway, I will be back next Tuesday with week 2 results, and we will see what happens. I'm pretty impressed with the fact that I've lost what I have already, so I'm going to carry on. And guess what? There's been no exercise. Other than my general, go out in the woods and do stuff, there's been no exercise. So, I will put some links below in regards to conversations about intermittent fasting. There's a man in Toronto, Scarborough. His name is, Jason Fung, which a lot of people follow him and a lot of people don't because they say he says stuff to sell books. But I don't know. I listened to a couple of his lectures and I thought it was interesting. There's another guy too, a younger guy. Jason Fung's not very old, but there's another man. It was a doctor, and he also has given a lecture, and it was, I think, the first thing I watched, and I will link that below. Anything else I'd like to link below? Oh, maybe the fitness tracker, the calorie counter that I'm using, because I don't know for sure if I got the name right. All right. So probably excessively long video for me. It's been many thousands of minutes. So I will say goodbye and I will see you all next week. And hopefully I will have more good news. So maybe I have finally figured out how to get this stupid fat business under control. So one more thing. I know I'm getting long-winded. If I look back on my history of eating and dieting and losing weight and maintaining weight loss, when I was younger, I didn't eat during a certain time period because I had a job that was really active and I was just too tired to eat at night. And I was the thinnest I have ever been in my adult life, which was 140 pounds. And I was skinny. I was a skinny bitch. I don't want to be a skinny bitch anymore. I want to be like 165, 160 to 170. That's my range that I'm looking for now. And I am currently at 217. Okay, bye.